Introduction. Stepping out of the fog. There is a moment when the veil lifts, when what once felt like confusion, self-doubt, and guilt suddenly takes shape and reveals its name: narcissistic abuse. It's not just about toxic arguments or manipulation. It's psychological warfare built on deception, distortion, and control. The weapon of choice? Gaslighting, a calculated erasure of truth that leaves the victim questioning their reality. But there is a way to fight back, not by sinking into the same darkness, but by reclaiming clarity. Reverse gaslighting is not about becoming what they are. It's about using strategy to counteract manipulation, set firm boundaries, and take back the truth that was stolen. This isn't revenge. It's survival. It's liberation. Understanding the narcissist's playbook. A narcissist's sense of identity depends on control. Every conversation, every look, every silence is calculated to reinforce their power over others. Gaslighting is their most insidious tool. Denying what was said, rewriting the past, accusing others of being too sensitive, too dramatic, too unstable. The goal is always the same: destabilize the target, make the victim dependent on the narcissist's version of events. Over time, confidence erodes. Decisions become harder. Reality bends to their narrative. Recognizing this is the first act of rebellion. Knowing that these tactics are not accidental, that they follow a pattern, strips away the illusion of chaos. Narcissists thrive in ambiguity. Clarity is their enemy. What it means to reverse gaslight. Reverse gaslighting is not manipulation. It's not lying. It's not playing their game. It is a method of preserving your reality in the face of someone who relentlessly tries to destroy it. It's speaking the truth calmly when the narcissist tries to distort it. It's holding on to your memory, even when they insist you imagine things. It's refusing to argue with lies. It's not giving in to the pressure to explain, justify, or defend every feeling. Reverse gaslighting is a boundary, an invisible shield. It confuses the narcissist because it removes their power to shape your perception. It's not about changing them. It's about protecting you. The psychological shift from victim to guardian of truth. Every time a narcissist gaslights, they chip away at the victim's inner compass. After months or years, that internal compass barely functions. Simple truths become puzzles. Gut feelings feel unreliable. Reality feels like a distant, foggy place. Reverse gaslighting begins with trusting what you know, even when no one validates it. Your memory is real. Your emotions are real. Your experiences are valid. Reinforce this truth daily. Write it down. Speak it aloud in a safe space. Tell yourself what really happened. Rebuild the muscle of self-trust. Narcissists hate certainty in others. The stronger your clarity, the less access they have. The more grounded your reality, the more powerless they become. Practical strategies to reverse gaslight. Reverse gaslighting doesn't require confrontation. In fact, it often works best in silence or through subtle, consistent actions. It's not about proving anything to the narcissist. It's about reinforcing your inner world and guarding your peace. 1. Gray rocking. Become uninteresting. Limit emotional reactions. Keep answers short and neutral. Narcissists feed on drama. Starve them. Don't rise to bait. Don't explain. Don't perform. 2. Documentation. Keep records. Messages, dates, behaviors. Not to use against them, but to remind yourself of the truth. When they try to distort reality, your notes are proof you're not imagining things. 3. Pattern recognition. Narcissistic abuse follows patterns. Start noticing them. That random outburst after you express joy, that guilt trip after setting a boundary, it's not coincidence. The more you recognize the pattern, the less impact it has. 4. Avoiding emotional entanglement. When a narcissist gaslights, the goal is to pull you into an emotional spiral. If you defend yourself emotionally, you lose. Stay rooted. Don't explain what doesn't need explanation. A simple, "That's not what happened," followed by silence, can be more powerful than a monologue. 5. Validate yourself. You don't need their agreement. Say it to yourself. That was real. I felt hurt. That was wrong. You don't need their acknowledgement. Yours is enough. Emotional warfare and the power of detachment. Reverse gaslighting also means detaching from the need to win. Narcissists create battles where there are none. They twist facts, project guilt, and accuse others of what they do themselves. They want you to fight because fighting keeps you entangled. Let go of the need to convince them. Let go of the need to fix the relationship. Let go of the hope that they'll finally see your pain. This is not weakness, it's power. It's choosing your mental health over endless war. Empathy as a weapon, and why you must protect it. Victims of narcissists often have high empathy. That's part of what drew the narcissist in. Empathy is easy to exploit, but in the healing process, that empathy can become a trap. It whispers, maybe they're just hurting, or maybe if you explain one more time, they'll understand. Reverse gaslighting demands fierce compassion. For yourself, your empathy must be directed inward now, not toward excusing abuse, not toward forgiving what hasn't been repaired, but toward nurturing the wounded parts inside, the ones that kept hoping, kept giving, kept loving. Empathy is beautiful, but in the presence of a narcissist, it must be guarded, or it becomes a weapon used against you. When reverse gaslighting becomes necessary, there are moments when walking away isn't immediately possible. Co-parenting, workplace dynamics, family structures. In these cases, reverse gaslighting becomes a vital survival tool. It protects your mental health. It preserves your inner truth. It reduces the narcissist's power over your mind. You don't need to expose them. You don't need to gather allies. You just need to reclaim your center. That's how the healing begins, even before the escape. Rebuilding after gaslighting. The damage of narcissistic abuse doesn't end when the relationship ends. The gaslighting echoes. It lives in second-guessing, in shame, in the silence after someone asks, "Why didn't you leave sooner?" Reverse gaslighting continues even in healing. It's telling yourself the truth, again and again, until it takes root. It's looking at your past self, not with blame, but with honor. That version of you endured what should have broken anyone. That version of you adapted to survive. That version of you deserves tenderness, not judgment. Recovery is not linear, but with every moment you choose truth over doubt, clarity over confusion, you reverse what they tried to do. A final word, you are not alone. There are thousands, millions, who have walked through this same fire. Each one doubted themselves. Each one thought they were crazy. Each one tried harder, loved more, bent further, until the breaking point came. But there is life after gaslighting. There is clarity. There is strength. There is a self that was buried, but not destroyed. Reverse gaslighting is not about deception. It's about defiance, a quiet refusal to let your reality be rewritten. You don't need to change the narcissist. You don't need to explain yourself to those who never understood. You only need to hold your truth. It's been yours all along, and now you have the power to keep it safe.